Long shot. Pad save made the rebound, and the puck goes over to the left side. The second shot there by Andy Willis, and a sprawling save by Klancher, and that stops action with 41.6 seconds left. So Andy Willis with a great opportunity from the left side of the crease, but Klancher makes a diving save as he lunges to his right, and we'll now have a penalty. It'll be a high sticking call here in the final moments of this opening period. And the faceoff will now go down back into the Missouri zone with 41.6 seconds left. It appeared that we would have a penalty, but both teams are now at even strength. Faceoff at the right circle in the Missouri zone. And now Cameron Cox will take the faceoff from Missouri. The draws one by Alaska. There's a long shot from the right point. Wilson wide, hits the left side backboard. Now over to John Fayback. Cycles the puck down to the right side. Now to the left end boards. Here's a center's one. Here's a shot. The save is made by Macera, and he covers up as he lunges to his left as he makes the save to the right side of the crease with 26.3 seconds left in the opening period. So the penalty was apparently waved off there, Kendall, moments ago, as the linesman signaled for a high sticking call, but it was waved off. And now both teams are at even strength, and the faceoff is at the right circle in the Missouri zone to the glove side of Johnny Macera. Draws one by Alaska at the right corner, quickly taken away by the Americans of Missouri. Here's Nathan Smith, skates across the blue line, left side. Nathan Smith at the left corner, centers one, and the puck goes wide, intended for Stoner. Right in front of the net, top of the crease. Shot goes wide off to the right side. 7 seconds left over at the left side. Puck goes over to the left wing boards. Back out to the left point, and the puck squirts out the center ice, and that will end the opening period of play with our score. It's the Missouri Americans 3 and the Alaska All-Stars 0. Spencer Sellenbach with 2 goals in the first period. He scored both of his goals in the span of 16 seconds, and Cody Merlo with the game's opening goal.
Yeah, I think that's been the difference, is the African Americans they keep it in this attacking zone and they just shoot until they score. And then on the other hand, Alaska, they've got hardly any chances to score.
Shots on goal for the opening period for Missouri, 15 shots on goal against Klancher, and for Alaska, only 4. So with the break into action, we'll pause for 60 seconds. This is the 2013 Tier 2 14 and under USA National Championships, live from the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail on FastHockey.com.
Pass it that good. Like when they get down here, they skate around, they center it, and then they just no look passes. Like they're solid, man.
That's what the coach said. That's what they need to do.
That's what they did yesterday. I was gonna tell you that this team, they kept it down. They shot. They get the most shots on goal every single time. They don't let it get on goal. That's a defensive. Well, I ain't gotta do much. You handle it pretty good.
Welcome back to the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail, North Carolina. We're about ready to begin the second period of play in the Division 2A Conference, as Missouri with a 3-0 lead. And in this second period, Alaska will skate from the left to our right, and Missouri will move from the right to our left. Here's the opening faceoff. Draw is won by Alaska. Puck now hops over to the left end boards. Giving chase is Wilhelm for Missouri. He controls the puck at the left wing boards from his own territory, leading 3-0. Wilhelm, 360 spin move. Now sends it up, but the pass is intercepted, intended for Beckett, and the puck hops back over to the left end boards. Back over to Wilhelm on defense for Missouri. Left side corner. Now out to Merlo, Cody Merlo. Now back over to Smith. Long pass ahead at the left wing circle. Here's a long shot, and the save is made and collected by the netminder, Klancher. Good rush there by Missouri to begin things here in this second period. Missouri with a 3-0 advantage. 2 goals by Sellenbach, and Cody Merlo answered with the game's first goal. So the faceoff will now be in the Alaska zone at the left circle to the stick side of Klancher. And for Alaska, they are now in a comeback mode to begin this second period. Luke Gassett on the faceoff for Missouri. He wins the faceoff, and a shot is whistled wide, kept in there by Deaver. Nick Deaver now dumps it behind the net to Gassett. Gassett now from the left side with the puck. Takes on two defenders now. Puck is now chopped away. Back out to the left side. Kept in by Sam Smith. He dumps it low to the left end boards behind the net. Over to Gassett. Now he cycles the puck over to the right point. Kept in by Missouri. Over to Deaver. Now up top to Balestra. From the right circle. Shots taken wide. Now over to Gassett. Long shot from the left side. And it's blocked over to the left. Kept in there by Missouri. Great puck movement by the Americans. Now set off to the right side to Salenbach. He has 2 goals in the game. Now dumped down low from the right over to the left side. Alaska has not really touched the puck at all in this second period. Here's a shot which is deflected by Gasket, and the puck rolls back. Out to the right point to Deaver. Tapped in off to the right side to Gasket. Dumped down low over to Deaver. Deaver behind the net off to the right side. Over to Salenbach, looking for the hat trick as Klancher covers up to make the save. And that stops play. 14:25 in this to play in this second period. We will play 3 16-minute periods in today's game. This is the Division 2A Conference Championship from the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail, North Carolina. Now the faceoff will be at the right circle in the Alaska zone. Andy Willis on the faceoff for Missouri. Willis wins the faceoff. Quick shot to save and the rebound. And the puck hops wide off to the left side. And the whistle blows. And that stops play. And we'll have a penalty coming up. It will be a holding call with 14:18 left in the second period. So the game's first penalty will be a holding call.
Good save there a few minutes ago by Ronan Klancher.
Now a power play for Missouri. Into the penalty box will be Alaska. We'll see who the player will go into the box is. So for Missouri, on the power play for the first time today. And keep in mind, this is a Missouri team. They have dominated the time of puck possession in this opening first and the second periods. Now here's Stoner from the right point. He fires a shot, and the save is made by Klancher. Klancher makes a shot on his knees, snags the puck with the left-hand catching glove, and the faceoff will be at the right circle. Davis Offord will go to the box. 2 minutes for holding. 1 minute and 51 seconds left on the power play for Missouri. Now here's the faceoff at the right circle. Quick shot by Willis, which goes wide. Kept in by Gassett. Now dumped down low to the left circle. Here's a turnaround shot by Andy Willis, and it goes out of play. And the power play will continue for Missouri. 13:59 left in the second period. 3-0 Missouri. Davis Offord into the box. 2 minutes for holding. And we'd like to thank our good friend, Mr. Glenn Deering, who will serve as the PA announcer for today's championship games. Mr. Deering is also the youth and also the high school and adult high school director at the Extreme Ice Center. Here's the faceoff at the left circle in the Alaska zone. Draws one by Missouri. Now here's a long shot from the left point taken by John Peters, and the puck hops back over to the right corner. Kept in by Missouri on the power play. Cycled down by Alaska. They're trying to get the puck out of their zone. And the puck's at the left side, kept in by John Peters at the left point. At the left circle, centering pass to the right side of the crease. Now over to Zeph O'Brien. O'Brien at the right circle, shot, and the save is made by Klancher. And the puck goes back over to the right corner. Missouri on the power play for the next 70 seconds. Now lifted out of the zone by Alaska, back into the Missouri territory. Lucero, the netminder, gives it to John Peters. Peters, long pass ahead over to O'Brien. O'Brien, top of the left circle, centers one, and the save is made by Klancher. Puck goes over to the right end boards to Cameron Cox. Kept in there by Missouri. Now over to Wilhelm. Wilhelm gives it to Willis at the corner. Now behind the net. Willis with the puck at the left circle. Turnaround shot. Now sends it over to Wilhelm. Wilhelm at the right corner. Over to O'Brien. He winds up and fires, and it's deflected. And the puck is still loose, top of the crease. No one knew where the puck was at, but it's recovered by Missouri. Now at the center point to O'Brien. Now at the left side to Bradley Rupp. Behind the net, Bradley Rupp. Now off to the left side to Willis. Willis, left circle, snapshot, and the save is made by Klancher. And that stops play with 12:34 left in the period. 16 seconds to go on the power play. 3-0 Missouri. Face-off again will be in the Alaska zone. Well, I'll tell you, Kendall, that Alaska, they have not had many opportunities with the puck today.
They really haven't. like we talked about, after the Americans were at the end of the first period had a 15-4 lead on shots on goal.
Face off at the left circle in the Alaska zone. Draws one by Alaska, and they send the puck out to center ice. Racing back is Bradley Rupp for Missouri. And the Missouri zone, Rupp now with the puck at the right circle from his own territory. Sends a long pass across the blue line back into the Alaska zone. Racing back is Nathan Smith for Missouri. He has the puck now at the right corner. Now the puck goes behind the net. The power play is over at the left corner in the Alaska zone. Alaska, they finally bring the puck out to center ice, but quickly collected by Wilhelm. Trevor Wilhelm races back for Missouri, skates behind his own cage. Wilhelm, long pass ahead to Zoharan. Zoharan across the blue line at the left side. Drop pass over to Nathan Smith. He comes up, he shoots. Save is made by Klancher. Puck goes behind the net at the right circle. Here's another shot, deflected. Now back out to the left point to Bradley Rupp. He shoots it wide over to the right end boards. Total domination now by Missouri with the puck. Now sent right up front at the left circle. Here's a long shot taken top of the left circle by Bradley Rupp, and the puck goes behind the net. Now over to Smith from the left side, and Klancher covers up to make the save with 11:27 left in the second period. The Missouri Americans with a 3-0 advantage over the Alaska All-Stars, and the faceoff will now be back in the Alaska zone at the left circle to the stick side of Klancher. Saddlenback with 2 goals and Merlo with another for Missouri. Gassett on the faceoff for Missouri. He wins the draw. Now over to Saddlenback. Now at the right wing circle. Kept in by the Americans, and the puck goes back out to center ice. Racing back is Deaver. Long pass over to Smith. One touch ahead over to Balestra. At the right circle, over to Gassett. Gassett shoots it wide. Puck is still loose, top of the crease. Alaska regains possession. And now it's fired off the glass back down to center ice. Over to Deaver. Deaver for Missouri. Now set across the blue line off to the left side to Saddleback. Looking for the hat trick at the left circle. Saddleback still with the puck. Snap shot deflected. He gets his own rebound. Backhand shot. And the save is made by Klancher. And the puck goes back out to the left side. Alaska, they bring it back out to center ice. Now they dump it down the blue line back into the Alaska New Missouri zone. Gassett for Missouri behind his own cage. Now off to Deaver. Deaver with the puck. 10:35 left in the second period. 3-0 Americans of Missouri. Puck goes back out to center ice. Missouri in possession. Saddlenback across the blue line. Left side. Saddlenback still with the puck. Now centering pass right in front to Gassett. It's deflected wide, and the puck goes back out to center ice. Now giving chase is John Peters for Missouri. Skates at the right circle from his own territory. Lead pass goes all the way out to center ice circle. Intercepted there by Alaska, and the puck goes back into the Missouri zone. Braden Storner. Now over to John Peters. Pass is intercepted by Alaska, and now it takes a hop across the blue line. Here's Andy Willis. Long shot, top of left circles, whistled wide, hits the right side backboard. Kept in by Storner from the right point. Now pass over to the right circle, right in front, top of the crease, and the puck goes wide off to the left side at the left circle. And Alaska, they finally send it back out to center ice. Here's John Peters for Missouri. Over to Storner. Storner slaps it off the left side boards. Over to Cameron Cox of Missouri. Now back over to Peters. Peters sends a lead pass, one touch by O'Brien. Over to Willis. Willis with the puck at the left circle. In the Alaska zone. Skates behind the net. Centers one, and the puck goes wide. Over to Zeth O'Brien. O'Brien from the left corner. Takes on 2 defenders. Zeth O'Brien kicks the puck with his left skate. Now skates behind the net. Centering pass is intercepted by Alaska by Fageback. Fageback comes back the other way. Muscled off the play, and the puck is dumped back into the Missouri zone, and the whistle blows, and that stops play with 9 minutes and 1 second left in the second period. 3-0 Missouri, and the faceoff will now go back into the Alaska zone. Spencer Saddlenback with 2 goals today, and Cody Merlo with the game's first goal. 3-0 Missouri, that is where we stand. Faceoff is now in the Alaska zone at the right circle. Nathan Smith on the face-off for the Americans, and he wins the draw and sends it back to Wilhelm. Wilhelm from the right point sends a wrist shot, which is deflected to the top of the crease, and the puck goes back out to center. Wilhelm slaps the puck back into the Alaska zone off the boards. Alaska now with the puck. They send it to center ice, now intercepted there by Bradley Rupp of Missouri. Rupp sends the puck now to the left end boards behind the net. He falls down hard. The puck is still loose behind the net. And now taken away there by Alaska. Finally in possession with the puck kept in by Missouri at the left side half boards. Here's Nathan Smith, top of the circle, between the circles in the high slot. Now over to Wilhelm. Wilhelm from the right point. His shot is deflected. Puck is a little loose, top of the crease, and taken away there by Alaska. And they bring it back out to the center ice circle, skating up the middle into the Missouri zone. Now to the top of the left circle, muscled off the play, taken there by Wilhelm. He fires the puck back down the ice. Given chase now is Dragomir for Alaska. Line change by both teams. Now at the center ice circle. Collected there by Bradley Rupp. Rupp fires the puck into the right wing boards, now behind the net, off to the left side. Over to Nathan Smith of Missouri. Smith behind the net from the right side to the right end boards. Turnaround shot, centers one wide, intended for Cody Merlo. Merlo backhands the puck behind the net. Over to Salenbuck. Salenbuck, 2 goals on today. Now to the right point, over to Sam Smith. Smith keeps it in at the right wing boards. Over to Nathan Smith. Nathan Smith at the right wing. Takes on 2 defenders, and the puck is now sent back out to center ice to Alaska. Skating up the middle, muscled off the play, and the puck goes over to the right end boards. Sam Smith on the defense for Missouri, and he shoots it out of play as it hits the netting off to the right side, and that stops action with 7:24 left in this middle frame. Our score, it's Missouri 3 and Alaska nothing. 2 goals by Salenbuck. He scored his goals within 16 seconds of that opening period, and Cody Merlo with the game's initial goal. Face off at the right circle in the Missouri zone to the glove side of Massaro, and the draw is won by Alaska at the right circle. Puck is still loose, top of the left circle, collected by Balestra. Now sends it up to the left side to Salenbuck. Salenbuck now sends off to the right side, taken away there by Alaska. They come back on the counterattack. Skidding across the blue line at the left circle. That's Krashnik for Alaska. Centering pass goes wide. Now to the top of the right circle. Here's a shot smothered by the netminder, Johnny Massaro. He collects the puck to make the save, and that will stop play with 6:58 left in this middle frame. Our score, it's Missouri 3 and Alaska 0.
Massaro having a pretty good game so far. He's had a couple good saves.
Now to face off, Kendo will be in the Missouri zone at the right circle to the glove side of Massaro. Massaro has played very well in his limited action, rather in comparison to Klancher. And now the puck goes back into the Alaska zone. Racing back is Balestra. He shoots it wide, and the puck goes over to the left side boards. Kept in by Missouri. Dumped down low to the left corner. Centering pass goes wide, intended for Balestra. Now the puck goes back up to the right corner. Balestra now sends it behind the net, setting up shop on offense. Centering pass. Klancher makes the stick save. He covers up with the right side, and that stops action. 6:35 left in the second. 3-0 Missouri. Now the face-off will be in the Alaska zone. Far different opponent, Kendall, in which this Alaska team is playing when they defeated Indiana yesterday. A much different squad than this Missouri team.
Yeah, they definitely are. After the Americans, as we talked about, puck movement is amazing, and they just get a lot of shots on goal.
Face-off at the left circle. Seth O'Brien for Missouri. He wins the draw, now gives it back to Peters. Peters fires it behind the backboard, behind the net off to the right side. Kept in by Stoner. Stoner's shot from the right point. Now the puck is deflected at the left circle, hits the glass off to the left side. Alaska trying to send the puck out of their own zone, but they're unable to do so, and they fired it off the left side boards, kept in there by Missouri. Andy Willis now dumps it down low. Puck is loose at the left side boards, and Alaska, they finally bring it back out to center. Quickly recovered by Missouri as John Peters lifts the puck at the center ice circle over to Brandon Orr for Alaska. Now across the blue line, right side, a long shot's deflected. Puck is loose at the right circle, collected there by John Peters. Here comes Andy Willis for Missouri. Lead pass over to O'Brien. O'Brien fakes a shot at the left circle. Drop pass over to Peters. Puck is loose, top of the crease, off to the right side, and the puck is smothered off to the right. Now squirts back out to the right side boards, and is chipped off the boards back out to center ice. Willis for Missouri dumps the puck back into the zone of Alaska. Line changes by both teams. 5:25 left in the second period. Racing back is Mickey Zoran. Zoran now sends the puck back into the Alaska zone. Racing back is Ceccarelli for Alaska. Missouri with a 3-0 advantage here in this second period. Puck is now at center ice. Now taken away by Zoran. Zoran now drop passers. A long shot by Cody Merlo. Whistled wide, and the puck goes over to the right wing boards. Alaska, now they bring it back out to center ice. Back into the Missouri zone. Racing back is Wilhelm for Missouri. Skates in front of his net. Sends a lead pass over to Nathan Smith. Nathan Smith across the blue line, left side. Centers a pass, deflected. Here's a long shot, top of the left circle. Taken there by Cody Merlo. And the puck goes back into the Missouri zone. And icing is called against Alaska. With 4:41 left in the second period, the faceoff will go back into the Alaska zone. Missouri with a 3-0 advantage over the Alaska All-Stars at the Extreme Ice Center. This is the Conference 2A championship game. Faceoff now at the left circle. Nathan Smith on the draw for Missouri. And Alaska wins the faceoff. Mackenzie Fair for Alaska. Slaps the puck off the left side boards out to center ice. Puck goes across the blue line into the Missouri zone. Wilhelm with the puck for Missouri. Skates behind his own net. Brings it up at the left side boards. Sends a lead pass over to Merlo. Merlo hops over a stick. And the puck goes over to the left end boards. Cycle back now, kept in by Nathan Smith for Missouri. Here's a shot which is deflected, and the puck goes out of play to the left side, and that will stop action with 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second. Missouri with a 3-0 advantage over the Alaska All-Stars. The faceoff will now be back in the Alaska zone at the left circle to the stick side of Klancher. Luke Gassett on the faceoff for the Missouri Americans. Total domination by Missouri today. Puck control and skating has been the difference. Face-off at the left circle. Luke Gassett. And the draw is won by Alaska. Maxwell Osborne for Alaska shoots it out of the zone. Back to center ice, but quickly recovered by Missouri. Slap it off the boards across the blue line. Now Alaska with the puck at center ice. Flipped ahead there by Missouri. Salenbeck with the puck. Now one touch over to Sam Smith. Off to the right side to Gassett across the blue line. Slaps it off the center ice boards back into the Missouri zone as Deaver races back. Vic Deaver behind his own cage. Skates up the middle from his own territory. Deaver still with the puck. Now sends it off the center ice boards. Intercepted by Alaska at the center ice circle. Now over back to Deaver. Now over to Balestra. Balestra now at the right wing. Now skates behind the net. Centers one is intercepted there by Alaska. All-Stars come back out of counter-attack. Trailing by 3. 3 goals to none. Puck is dumped back into the Missouri zone. Becerra comes out of his own cage. Gives it to Deaver. Deaver slaps it around the right wing boards. Over to Salenbach. Now ahead to Balestra. At center ice at the center ice circle. Lead pass over to Gassett. Gassett. Now centers one. The pass is intercepted by Alaska. Line change by Missouri. And the puck is dumped ahead. Here's a breakaway. Now for Alaska at the right circle. Shooting. And the save is made by Becerra. Great attempt there. Great attempt there by Alaska. Trying to generate some offense with 2:56 left in this second period. As Beckett with the shot for Alaska at the right circle. But was swallowed by Becerra. And the faceoff will be at the right circle in the Missouri zone. 3-0 is our score in favor of Missouri. 2:56 left in the second frame. Face-off at the right circle to the glove side of Johnny Becerra as Seth O'Brien wins the face-off. And the puck is now slapped but kept in by Alaska at the right wing boards at the right circle. Now here's a shot stick save made by Becerra. Puck is slapped there by John Peters off the left wing boards. Now cycled out by Cameron Cox, and the puck is dumped back into the Alaska zone over to the right end boards, and icing is called against Missouri, and that stops action with 2:36 to play in this second period. 3-0 Missouri. 2 goals by Spencer Salenbeck and Cody Merlo with the game's first goal. And all those goals occurred in the first period. Face-off now at the left circle in the Missouri zone to the stick side of Johnny Becerra. Andy Willis on the face-off. He wins a draw for Missouri. And the puck is kept in by Alaska. A high chop, glove down there by Brandon Storner. And the puck is now loose at the right ring boards. Storner sends it back out to center ice. Over to Seth O'Brien. O'Brien at the left end boards for Missouri. Centers one, and the puck hops back out to the right point. Kept in by Storner. Slaps away. And now it's taken away there by Alaska. Players muscled off the play. John Peters for Missouri sends it back across the blue line, now into the Alaska zone. And now it's Willis. Willis skates behind the net, back to Stoner. Stoner at the right point, over at the left side to Peters. He fires a shot, hits the glass, whistled wide, now back over to Stoner. Stoner from the right point, sends it off the right wing boards. Kept in there by Missouri. Chipped ahead there by Stoner. And the puck is loose and finally recovered by Alaska. Brunholzel at center ice will have a penalty coming up. Appears to be a penalty will go against Missouri. It will be a hooking call. And into the box for Missouri will be Zeth O'Brien. So Zeth O'Brien will go into the box for the hooking call. And now Alaska will go on the power play with 1:40 left in this second period. And the faceoff will be just outside of the Alaska zone to the left side of center ice. Alaska on the power play for the first time today. Faceoff left side of center ice by Andy Willis. And the draw is won by Alaska. Well, Alaska now with the puck on the power play in the final moments of this second period. They send the puck across the blue line into the Missouri zone. Setting up shop on the power play for the first time today. Now at the right circle. Now a dump down low to the corner. 1:18 left in the second period. Puck hops off the stick of Osborne of Alaska. Now cycled over to the right side over to Orr. Orr being muscled off there by Rupp. Back up to the right point. Alaska needing some offense here at the right circle. Now dump down low to the right corner behind the net to Orr. Centers one which is deflected by Rupp. And the puck goes back out to center ice. Good defense there by Missouri. Under 1 minute to play in the second period. 3-0 Missouri. Racing back for Missouri is Andy Willis. Missouri, they're short-handed. Pass intended for Wilhelm, which goes wide. And now the puck goes back into the Missouri zone. Racing back is Bradley Rupp. Rupp at the right circle. Fires a long one down center ice and now back into the Alaska zone. 38 seconds left in the second period. 3-0 Missouri. Alaska on the power play. Alaska with the puck. That's Dragomir from the left-hand boards from his own territory against Nathan Smith. Fine play there by Nathan Smith. He comes up with the puck. Centers a pass, which is intercepted there by Alaska. Trying to generate something on the final moments of this second period. 15 seconds left. The puck is now dumped back into the Alaska zone. Dragomir giving chase for Alaska. Regains possession of the puck behind his own cage. Now flips the puck over to the right wing corner, over to Dragomir. Now back over to Brunholzel. Missouri with the puck. Here's a quick turnaround shot by Nathan Smith right in front of the net from the left side. And that will end the second period of play with our score. Missouri 3 and Alaska 0. And when we come back for the third period, there'll be 20 seconds left on the power play for Alaska.
Alaska desperately needs to score starting off the third period as they dug themselves in a hole.
Shots on goal for the second period, Missouri 12 and Alaska 4. So in the game, Missouri with a total of 27 shots on goal and Alaska 8. At the end of 2 periods of play, our score, it's Missouri 3 and Alaska 0. We'll pause for the intermission break. This is the 2013 Tier 2 14 and under USA National Championships, live from the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail, North Carolina on FastHockey.com.